Hello everyone, it's Miss Tamara here, and today we are going to be working on our middle splits. Now, what's the difference between a middle split and a straddle? For us, a middle split is like this, where we are actually rolled in and our knees are facing forward and we're stretching the groin in a middle split, versus a straddle, which looks something like this, where we're sitting on our sit bones, open legs, and our knees are pointing to the ceiling. So today, we're working on those middle splits. Along with this video, I want to challenge you to try and do this every day for 2 weeks. You will see major improvement. You may not be able to get a complete middle split, but you will definitely see growth and improvement. Post your results and your progress to Instagram and hashtag Chace Dance Company so that I can keep in touch with you and see how you guys are all progressing. One last tip, make sure you guys are warmed up before doing these stretches, yeah? So you don't want to be stretching cold muscles. So let's go ahead and jump in.
Okay dancers, starting in our butterfly position, nice and tall, lengthening through the spine, through the top of the head, we're going to keep our flat back and stretch it forward, keeping the shoulders in line with the pelvis on the diagonal. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see it better here. Make sure you are keeping that nice flat back. And slowly place the hands in front of you and curve the spine, relax the back of the neck, just gently opening up the hips. Each stretch you want to hold about 30 seconds. Nice, and now we're going to go on to our straddle stretches. So just open the legs as wide as you can. Remember to modify as needed. And we're going to stretch it over to the right leg. Keep the shoulders stacked and open. Keep the quads activated and engaged, pressing the backs of the knees down into the floor. Nice, and come on up over to the left side. Again, stack the shoulders. Keep the chest open, you don't want to hunch over. And bring it back up. Good, now we're going to go down to the center, walk those hands forward as far as you can go. And again, this is good for me. You want to try to get your nose to the floor and eventually even your belly button down to the floor. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes and keeping your legs nice and strong. You do not want to just relax into the stretch. This should be a workout. Your muscles should be active and working through these stretches. Hold it there and slowly walk it up. Nice. Okay, go ahead and close the legs, shake it out. And we're going to open it back up into our straddles. We're going to twist now over to the right leg. So now your nose is dropping down onto that knee. And twist it over to the left. Same thing, nose onto the knee. And slowly walk it down the center, holding it there. Using the muscles, but breathing in and breathing out. You can also flex your feet. This is a great tip for any kind of stretching. It's going to just spice things up a little bit and target different muscles if you flex the feet. Awesome, guys. Go ahead and let's come on up to our feet. We're going to slide it down into a side lunge. And this is going to be a turned out side lunge. So we're going to drive our elbow into our knee and turn out that straight leg. Yes, and again, activating the quad, squeezing the kneecap and squeezing the low bum. So everything is still nice and tight. And again, you can flex the foot, really open up the hips here, stretch in the groin, stretch the back of the hamstring, and switch over to the other side. So your knees should be looking up to the ceiling. We don't want to be turned in for this one just yet. Good, flex the foot. Again, if your lunge is a little bit higher than this, that is a-okay. Everybody's different, and we all start at different points. Awesome, and let's come up into second position. Now we're going to stay parallel. So your one leg, your bent leg is going to be turned out, and we're going to turn parallel this straight leg, and you're going to feel the difference here. So this is pretty similar to going flat into that middle split and what you're going to be feeling. And switch over to the other side. Parallel foot, it's easier if you point that straight leg. Really getting into the hip. And straighten up into flat back second position. Stretching the hamstrings. Keep the weight forward in your toes. Place your hands in front of you and heel toe your feet together. Come down onto your knees. All right, guys, we are going into our frog stretch. So we're getting closer and closer to those middle splits. So you want to make sure here that your pelvis is in line with the tops of your knees and that your legs are not bent nice and tight, but that they're open at a 90-degree angle as well. So the more flexible you are, the more open your hips are, the lower your pelvis is going to be to the floor. Some of you guys might be a lot higher, and that's okay. That's where you are. Eventually it'll drop. Some of you might need to come onto your elbows, and that's also okay. Now we're going to straighten that right leg, and we're going to hold it here. This is sort of a half middle split. Awesome, and go ahead and switch left leg straight, bend the right leg. Slide it down as far as you can personally go. I'm getting an awesome workout, an awesome stretch here. Nice job, guys. Okay, so again, if you're up there and you're higher than us, that's okay. All right, make sure that you're not dipping in your lower back. You want to make sure that you're squeezing your abdominals and almost tucking your pelvis. Okay, so we're really targeting the hips now when you're in this frog position. So no arching. Very, very bad. Make sure it's nice and tucked. Okay, lying onto our backs. Let's open up into our straddles. So find a place in your house or your studio where you can go up against the wall and let gravity do the work here. If you have TheraBands, you can put them around your feet and use those for more stretching. If not, you can just use gravity as I am doing here in this video. Flex the feet to target different muscles. Make sure you're turning out as much as you can, so drop those toes to the floor. And slowly bring the legs on up. Next, we're going to turn up against the wall and we're going to press both of our sit bones right up onto the wall. This is a really great tip that I see a lot of dancers forgetting about. So this really helps when you're starting your middle splits to press your bum up against the floor, up against the wall this way. And we're going to slide it down as far as you can. If this is you, that's fine. Hold it there. If you can drop further onto your elbows, awesome. Take it down to your elbows. If you can go a little bit further, drop it all the way down onto the floor. And you'll find the longer you hold this, the more you will start dropping closer to the ground, second by second, little by little. Okay, woohoo! Go ahead and bring those knees together, rock side to side, grease up those hip joints. This feels so nice after that. And well done, guys. Now we're gonna go ahead and come into the center and we're gonna do our full middle split. All right, here we go. Start up on your feet, nice and tall. Slide your way down as far as you can go. Either straight arms onto your elbows or down onto your chest, as I'm doing in this video here. Make sure your quads, your glutes, everything is squeezing nice and tight. Again, tucking the pelvis and holding the abdominals in. And relax, guys. That's pretty much all of my tips.
Whew, I am glistening just a little bit from doing those stretches. So stretching should be a workout, guys. You shouldn't be sitting in there passively just relaxing into the stretch. You should be activating all of your muscles. You should be squeezing your low bum and everything that you don't think of while you're stretching. So it should be a good workout, all right? So you can see the sweat beading on my forehead just from doing that right now. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I know our comments are still disabled and I apologize. I'm working on YouTube to get that fixed. But you can pop me a comment or question if you guys have in our community box where I post about what I'm doing with my students, so you can check that out. If you do these stretches multiple times a week, I promise you, you will see results, okay? All right, guys, I will see you next week. Have an awesome week ahead, and I'll see you later. Bye.